Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over all of the Generation 5 remake hints that we saw in the latest trailer for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Again, this is not confirmed, but it is heavily pointing towards some sort of Unova game next year. Plenty of things to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. What would you like to see in a potential Unova game next year? Subscribe if you're brand new. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we're going to be going over the two most obvious things that we saw in the latest trailer for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. This was tweeted out by Out of Context Unova, saying this new character is named Drayton, which of course is one of the Elite Four of the Blueberry Academy. As you can probably put two and two together, Drayton and Drayden, massive hints towards Unova games there, because Drayden is of course one of the gym leaders of Opelucid City. We also had Out of Context Unova saying Ku said that one of the characters would be related with the next game, and this is the tweet they're referring to here. So we have Riddler Ku saying, one of them grasps the key to the lore, not Lacey, and it's a big spoiler for the next game after Sudachi. Which is it? So of course Sudachi being the code name for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. So in this tweet he's basically saying that one of these characters is a massive spoiler towards the next game after the Scarlet and Violet DLC. And we obviously had loads of different ideas about who it could potentially be, but now it looks like it's very much going to be Drayton, seeing as, you know, he's a massive hint towards Generation 5. It also says one of them grasped the key to the lore as well. Again, it's still talking about the same person, which again is going to be Drayton. But I think by the lore of the DLC, they might also be talking about potentially Kieran, who could very well be the champion of the Blueberry Academy of the Elite Four. It looks like that is going to be the case. But yeah, Drayton is the person here that is kind of the big spoiler towards the next game. And we also have another massive kind of hint being Archaludon, who is based on a bridge, most likely the Driftvale Bridge, and we all know that Unova is known for its bridges. Unova confirmed. So, like I say, lots and lots and lots of hints towards a Generation 5 remake, and as well as that, obviously Generation 5 being, you know, it's a game that a lot of people would like to see. Whether it's going to be Black and White remakes or Black and White 3 or Legends Unova, we're not too sure. But one of those could very well be the game that we see after Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Not sure if it's going to be for a new console or if it's going to be for the Nintendo Switch, but either way, that's the first thing that I wanted to go over. We also have this theory here by Miraidon PK, which is also a very cool hint towards the Generation 5 remakes. So at the presents, we got a few characters, but the one really caught my attention was Drayton. This one specifically gives the vibes at the Pokemon Day in February 2023. We might get a source or a trailer of either a remake or a Legends Generation 5 game. Now, of course, the question still remains what it would be, but as I say, we are going to be getting a present on Pokemon Day in 2024. We get one every single year, and that is usually the presents where they reveal like the big game of that year. So it very well could be, it could be very well Generation 5 remakes. The lore will be past and future of Unova. That seemingly is kind of the vibe that they are going with at the moment. We had Legends Arceus, which was past. We're having like present, future, and past in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and so the next game could very well be future-based, which could be, you know, Black and White 3 or a Unova set in the future. As Riddler Ku said previously on his latest tweet, the DLC 2 might have a lot of references to that region / gen, and for what I understand, this might be the key to assume that we'll get a Unova game too. I really understand the history of Unova. Also, I noticed that Drayton is a dragon type specialist, and my big question for this one is, what if Drayton is somehow connected to Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram lore in Black and White? That again could be the lore that he's referencing here with this tweet, you know, saying one of them grasps the key of the lore. Also goes on to say, who knows, just wait till next year, we'll finally have a true answer, and this, you know, is just a theory. But again, a couple more things kind of adding fuel to the fire. We also have this post here by Jan, which is also talking about the other Elite Four members, and now they could also be related to big Unova characters as well. And now that I see it, it's kind of hard to miss it. So we have Jan here saying, just to point out, Lacey, if you remove the C to the front, if you remove the E and then you move the C to the front, you get Clay. Now, again, that might just be a bit of a reach, but, you know, it is there, you know, Clay and Lacey, you know, similar if you do that. And then both their Japanese names, which are this and this, are named after root vegetables, so that's a bit of a link there. And as well as that, there's also a massive kind of design feature that they're linked with as well. This like gem thing on top of Clay's hat, or on like the front of Clay's hat, looks very similar to the kind of hair grip things that Lacey has. Which again look to be the same kind of gemstone. Now again, that could be a potential connection, it could also be a coincidence. But we also have this as well, which I also wanted to quickly go over. So makes me wonder if the other two are also Unova related. So obviously Drayden is going to be related to Drayton. Clay could potentially be related to Lacey. And then with this character here, I think it might be potentially Lenora. It could also be Colrus as well, because there's a tweet here from Lucky Luke, which has put 2 and 2 side to side. And they do actually look kind of similar in terms of like the glasses that they're using and everything like that. So that could also be Colrus. I think it's more likely to be Lenora. And then obviously this kid down here, my first thought would probably be Alder, because, you know, the red hair and stuff like that. So they very well could all be linked to Generation 5, which, you know, it doesn't make the most sense in the way that they are. It's supposed to be like the place is supposed to be like an international kind of student situation, like with people coming from all over the world. So for them all to come from one Unova region for like the Elite Four would be a little bit weird. But at the same time, you could see connections between big Unova characters and these four gym leaders. So again, some of them might just be a bit of a reach, but obviously we know Drayton and Drayden are definitely related. Again, Clay and Lacey might be a bit of a reach. You know, this person and Lenora might be a reach, and this person and Alder might be a reach. But either way, could be still hinting towards the Generation 5 games. As well as that, we also got this article to go over as well. Pokemon Black and White remakes may have been teased in the latest Pokemon Presents. So the August Pokemon Presents live stream had plenty of updates for several mobile and Switch games in the franchise, and according to some fans with a keen eye, attribute a potential tease for the next remake of Pokemon Black and White. So during the final minutes of the presentation that saw new gameplay for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc expansion, Drayton of Blueberry Academy's BB League brings out his Archaludon, the evolution of Duraludon. Pokemon fans on social media noted that Archaludon resembles the Sky Arrow Bridge. Again, I still think it's the Drift Veal Bridge, but it could easily be any bridge. The main bridge found in the Unova region of Pokemon Black and White. Again, we got tweets about it and stuff, you know, Drayden, inspired by Drayton. Signature move is a bridge. We're definitely going to Unova. Another link as well is that Drayton's name translates to Iris in other languages. A reference to the Dragon-type trainer and Opelousas gym leader of Black and White. It appears he just wants you to know who he is. So yeah, Drayton not only having big kind of links to Drayden, Drayton also has big links to Iris as well, in that obviously their name translates to Iris in other languages. So that's also quite a big hint towards, you know, these big Generation 5 Dragon-type users. Again, it's not been confirmed what types these trainers are using, but it very well looks like Drayton is going to be Drayton is going to be a Dragon type user. Again, a lot of people thought Darkened originally because of the kind of Mischief on his shoulder and stuff, but no, it looks like it's going to be Dragon. This wouldn't be the first time that Pokemon games have hinted at new or old locations, as developer Game Freak left a subtle hint in Pokemon Sword and Shield that hinted at the existence of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Spanish-influenced region. Pokemon games have also been released on an almost annual basis over the last couple of years, with development alternating between Game Freak and other studios. While Game Freak has been responsible for Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet recently remakes of, I think I should talk about Ultra and stuff like that. Even if Black and White remakes aren't coming this year, which again, I don't think they are coming this year, it wouldn't make sense for them to come this year. Scarlet and Violet players can start in Treasure Area, DLC, yada yada yada. So again, the whole Iris thing is also a big hint. And like I say, we've got these big hints here, these big hints here. We've got these are like the big ones. These are the big hints here with Drayton and you know, just quite funny that he uses an Archaludon, which of course is looking like a bridge. So it looks like everything is adding up towards Unova next year. Again, nothing's been confirmed, but it does look like that is where we're going to be heading in 2024 for Pokemon, which I'm really excited about. The contents of the game, you know, I still think it might be a potential future game. That just seems the vibe that they're going with. Like I say, Legends Arceus with the past, Scarlet and Violet, past, present, future, and then Black and White 3 or Legends Unova being in a future kind of future kind of atmosphere would also be really cool. So I'm sure we'll get more hints and stuff from other kind of things in the DLC. We'll have to wait and see for that. But that is going to be everything for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please do consider hitting the like button down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered in today's video. Have you seen any other hints as well that could potentially mean that we're going back to Unova next year? I'd love to see what you guys have to come up with, especially if you've seen something. And also any theories and stuff you come up with. Really fun to kind of speculate on what we're going to see next, especially with, like I say, it looking very likely to happen. And yeah, make sure to subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. We go uploading Pokemon content every single day. So yeah, that's everything from me. Thank you again, and have a nice rest of your day. And until next time, peace.